Hello, beautiful yogis. I am Ashley, and welcome back to my channel. This is day 7 of the 75 Hard Yoga Challenge, and today's class is a little different. So you have shown up strong all week. Now it is time to slow it down a little with some control, intention, and some breath. So this 45-minute session is an active recovery flow. It is designed to help your body absorb the work that you have done so far while building mobility, calm strength, and internal awareness. So no intensity today, just integrity. So if you have been feeling sore, tired, or a little mentally scattered, this is your moment to reset without losing that momentum. So go ahead and grab your mat and let's get started. All right, since we have shown up super strong all week, we're gonna really bring the energy down a lot today. So we're gonna get super chill throughout today's practice. So to start, we're gonna start in our comfortable seated position. So just make sure that those ankles are not crossing one over the other, but they're rested evenly onto the ground. So let's go ahead and pull the belly in, or the tail under, belly button in. Bring your shoulders up, back, and down, and gently bring the chin towards the chest, close the eyes. Palms are gonna rest onto the knees. And here, let's just take a second to really notice our breath today and just the quality of that breath, the inhale and the exhale, without trying to change or alter the breath. So we're really wanting to get grounded and become present and aware in our bodies. Pulling ourselves out of that fight or flight and really anchoring and grounding down into the present moment. Let the breath be whatever it is, and just observe that breath and any thoughts that start to enter the mind. Wonderful. And any energies that really make themselves present, or emotions. And now let's bring a little intention and control. So we're going to practice for our pranayama today. We're going to do some nadi shodhana, so some alternate nostril breathing. So you're going to bring your thumb to your right nostril and your pinky is going to be out. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in through that left nostril. So you're plugging the right side. And now you're going to hold it. And then bring your pinky to that left nostril, breathing out that right side. Hold it out, replug that right side, breathe back in through the left nostril. On your go ahead and hold it, plug that left side, and then exhale. We're going to do that again. So now plugging that right side, we're going to breathe in through the left. Hold it, plug that left side with the pinky, breathe out through the right. We're going to do that one more round. Plug the right, breathe in through the left. Plug the left, breathe out through the right. We're going to switch sides now. So now go ahead and breathe in through that right side. Plug the right, breathe out through the left. So we're bringing balance to both hemispheres of the brain. Go ahead and plug that side, that left side with the pinky. Breathe in through the right. Plug the right, breathe out through the left. Hold it, plug the left, breathe in through the right. Hold it and breathe out through the left. Plug, breathe in through the right. Plug it and breathe out through the left. One more time. Plug the left, breathe in through the right. Plug it and breathe out through the left. Wonderful. Go ahead and release the hand down to the knees. Take a deep breath in through both nostrils. And exhale. A wonderful job. Inhale, lift those arms above the head. On that exhale, hands heart center. And now we're going to set the intentions for our practice. So what has brought you to your mat? And what are you hoping to cultivate today and to achieve in this time that we have together? And once you've set that intention, go ahead and send that energy down, grounding it into the earth. Send it all the way up to the universe for manifestation and creation as those palms touch. Gently open up the eyes. Exhale. Inhale, really feel your reach. And then on that exhale, let's go ahead and take left hand, right knee. Look over that right shoulder. Sit up tall. Inhale, rise it to the center. On your exhale, switch those sides. Look over the left shoulder. Gently moving through here. And then inhale, lift it on up. Exhale, cactus arms, and take it all the way down. All right, let's go ahead and roll over onto our back. And lie down. Draw those knees into the chest. We're going to give ourselves a big hug here and just rock side to side. And I want you to really become aware of your own space. Okay, the sensations, the energy, the thoughts. And just really ground yourself down. So what are you hearing? What are the sounds that are happening around you? What are the thoughts that are coming in? We're not judging anything or trying to change it. We're just allowing ourselves to be still with it. Whatever it is, we're just okay. Finding our safety within ourselves, our calmness, bringing stillness to the body and mind. Go ahead and release those knees. We're going to goalpost or tee those arms, whatever feels best for you. Keep those knees into your chest. I prefer the goalpost because I really like to open up my rotation in the shoulders. So we're going to take those knees and we're going to drop it down to the right side. Just let those knees stack. If you'll notice, the shoulder starts to pick up, and then we're going to rest that down. If you notice those knees start to create space between, go ahead and push, and then deepen through that twist. So anchoring those knees together. And since we're really trying to bring ourselves out of our fight or flight responses and put ourselves into that rest and digest state, focusing on that breath and the awareness of the sensations and the experience is really going to help send signals to the body that you are safe and that it is okay to come out of those fight or flights, those hormonal responses. Inhale, draw those knees back into your chest. We're going to switch those sides. So using that core control without too much effort, we're just going to let those knees come down, anchor them if you need to, and adjust that shoulder and look over that other shoulder. And we're not going for perfection here. Don't worry about your shapes. We're going for sensations. Don't worry about it, what it looks like. Worry about what it feels like. Let today be all about rest, all about surrenderance, all about that digestion, right? We're rest and digesting. We're digesting the week. We're digesting all that work that we did throughout the week. Rest is as equally as important as our effort.
part of the power. All right, wonderful. Go ahead and draw those knees right back into the chest and give yourself another big hug squeeze. All right, let's go ahead and roll over those ankles. So we're going to cross those ankles. We're going to roll it up to the top. Whatever you need to do to get there. Or you can even roll over onto the side. It really doesn't matter. Just find your way. All right, we're going to find our way into our tabletop position. We're going to take some cat-cows here. So go ahead and tuck the tail under. Bring the belly or the chin towards the chest and push the belly away. Push the floor away, lifting the belly up and in. Inhale, and on your exhale, pull your heart through your hands here. Try not to let those shoulders shrug into the ears, yet push them down. Pull the heart through. Inhale, and on that exhale, we're going to tuck it under again. Inhale, pull the heart through. Exhale, tuck it under. Inhale, pull it through. Inhale and exhale, find your neutral spine. Perfect. Go ahead and walk those hands out just a little. Walk those knees back just a little. We're going to sit up for puppy pose here. So bringing those hands slightly forward, you're shifting your weight back. Let your arms come down. Forehead's going to more than likely touch. If you have more flexibility, then drop that chin. And if you have enough flexibility, drop the chest and chin. You can even come up onto those fingertips, release the toe for a much deeper puppy pose. And we're breathing here, we're surrendering, we're finding the depth. If you find that this is a lot of effort, just bring the forehead down. Remember, today we are not going for intensity. We're going for integrity. We're going for ease. We're going for flow. And on your exhale, bring those forearms down. We're going to slither it right on through into our Sphinx pose. But a gentle Sphinx, since it is the beginning of our practice. We don't want to go deep. We're just trying to let the body soften. Again, we're not shrugging the shoulders into the ears, yet we're melting them down. A little intention here, pushing through those forearms and elbow. Opening up your heart. Just enjoy the stretch today. Wonderful. And on your exhale, go ahead and take those elbows out to the side, drop the head down. Hands to the outside of the chest, shoulders are going to roll back. Toes are curled under if they're not already. Push up, gently push back. Inhale, and on your exhale, we're going to roll it up, finding down dog. We're going to stop and pause here for 5 breaths. Take your dristy towards your belly button. Wrapping those armpits under here. Push. Belly lifts. 3. Breathe into the body and notice the breath, the way that the breath moves the body and how it takes you a little deeper through your pose, creating that little extra space that you need. Let's take one more breath here in our downward facing dog. And then inhale, we're going to look through, gently walk those feet to the front. Take your time. Notice the stretching as you come through. And if this is too much effort, then skip it. Remember, today we're resting. We are super chill today. We don't want a ton of energy and effort today. We've had enough of that. Go ahead and take your flat back. So hands can be at the shins or knees or fingertips to the floor. Either way, those shoulders are down the back. The chin is gently tucked. And you're feeling that lift, that stretch all along the back of the body. The chin is gently in. Inhale, and on that exhale, fold once more, gentle fold. Let the shoulders round this time. And then slight bend in those knees. We're going to round those shoulders, roll it to the top. Take your time. Let the neck be the last one to come up. I always think of like a blooming flower here. Just open. Finding your samastitihi, that equal standing pose. Inhale, lift those arms above the head. On your exhale, we're going to grab a hold of that left wrist. And then inhale, lift. Exhale, go to that right side. So here we're trying to lift that arm. So you're really actually actively pulling that wrist out to get that full extension all along the side there. Inhale, rise it to the center. On that exhale, we're going to reach for that right wrist and then really pulling that arm away as we shift our hips to the right side, reaching towards the left. So feel that lift, feel the pull, and breathe. Inhale, come all the way back to center, release it. Palms face up as we open up those arms. Inhale, take it right back up. On that exhale, we're going to take the left hand down, right hand behind us, gentle twist. Inhale, rise. Exhale, right hand in front, left arm in back. And you can have it here or even out, kind of like an L shape. And just feel a gentle twist happening here. If it feels better, you can take it out to the side. One more time, inhale and exhale, switch, look over. So this is a little bit harder, not by much, than having the arm here. So you can kind of test it and see where you're at. Inhale, or how much effort you want to put in today. Exhale, open up, switching those sides. Belly in. And then inhale, rise it right back into your center. On that exhale, we're going to take it right back down. Inhale, take your flat back. On your exhale, bend your knees, plant those hands. We're going to take that right foot, step it back. Left foot follows, drop the knees. We're going to take that modified chaturanga pose, lean forward, lower down. Roll over those shoulders, rise it up, inhale. Exhale, take it down. Curl the toes, inhale, push up. Exhale, push back. Rest in your child's pose. Take a deep breath. Just allow yourself to come back to your center. Come back to your awareness. Now that we are in a moment of stillness, notice your thoughts. Notice your tendencies. Maybe even just take this time to sink and settle into your peace. Enjoying this moment of breath. Wonderful. Let's take one more breath. And exhale. Inhale, we're going to come back up. Push. Exhale, pull through. So one cat-cow. Inhale and exhale. Find your tabletop. Lift your knees. Sit it back. Straighten the legs. Downward dog. Look forward. Gently walk your feet to the front. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, take your fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, round, slight bend in the knees, roll the shoulders, roll it to the top. All the way up. Exhale, samastitihi. Inhale, lift. Let's take one more. Sun salutation. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, take your flat back. We're going to take our time here. Exhale, bend those knees, plant those hands. We're going to step the right foot back. Left foot follows. Knees drop. Lean forward, lower down, modified chaturanga, nice and easy. Roll it over the shoulders, come up, open up, little baby cobra. Exhale, take it down. Roll over those toes, push up, push back. Find your breath again. 1. And rest here. 2. 3. 4, and 5. Inhale, go ahead and come right back up, finding your downward dog. Wrapping those armpits under. Feel your down dog here. And then inhale, look through. We're going to make our way back to the front of the mat. Take your time. Maybe even shifting the weight on back. Ease and flow. Flat back, exhale, fold. Around the shoulders, bend in the knees, roll it to the top. Inhale, lift, and exhale, samastiti. Inhale, lift those arms on the exhale. Take it down. Inhale, take your flat back. On your exhale, this time we're going to plant those hands. We're going to step that right foot back and drop your knee. Finding your lunge. Now, again, since we are not exerting a lot of effort today, if these lunges or the next little bit in the series does require a lot of effort from you, then I recommend using blocks because that's going to really take some of the effort out of the pose. I don't want you to feel like you're overexerting or working really hard for these, okay? So I want this to be for you to open up the body. So here we're gonna send the pelvis forward as we peel the heart through. If those back toes need to stay curled, you can, or you can release them. Inhale, and I just want you to feel the stretch here. Pull the belly in. And 5. Go ahead and inhale, lift it right on up. On your exhale, we're going to take that left elbow down, reach that right arm up and through. So here we're not relaxed and resting through the arm here. We're actually reaching and lifting up out of that side body for a deeper stretch. And if that feels good, you can bring the elbow to the inside so you're pushing that knee away, deepening through that hip mobility. And then the hand can plant down, opening up a little more. On that exhale, we're going to go ahead and pivot that back leg out, open up that back arm, and come up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop that elbow down and reach a little more. Inhale and exhale, take that hand down. We're going to straighten that front leg as the back leg comes, or the back hand comes down. Lift that arm up, looking up to the palm. That full palm can come down if that feels good. And then inhale, come back through to start, bend that knee, and then just windmill those arms down. Bring that leg back through. Finding yourself back into starting position, but hands on the inside. We're going to heel toe that foot out as wide as your mat. Exposing the sole of the foot, push the knee away, look over that shoulder. Deepen through your twist. Inhale, and on your exhale, come back into center. And then just shift your hips back and straighten, fold. Really feel the stretch here along the top of the foot, along the shin, the calf, the hamstring. And if your toes have to come up, you can bring those toes up, but working that energy line down so the toes do eventually touch. And I want you to focus more on how straight the leg is, rather how far down you are. So if you need to utilize those blocks to have that leg straight and you need to be a little higher, something kind of like this, then please do so. Find that depth that works for you. But the deeper you go, the more the stretch starts to open. And you only need that if you're not feeling a whole lot when you're up a little higher. Inhale, and on that exhale, come right on through. Open up the heart.
Inhale, and on your exhale, shift your weight forward so that back knee lifts. And then we're going to step that front foot back. Let's go ahead and lower down, drop the knees, lower all the way to the belly. Roll the shoulders back, little baby cobra. Slide the hands through. We're going to take that Sphinx pose once more, opening up through the body here. Peel the heart. And here we just want to really open up. And settle in. And if that means that you have to kind of slide the hands forward a little more, you can. Ideally, we do want to have the elbow in alignment with that shoulder. All right, let's take one more breath. Exhale. All right, inhale, go ahead and lift up. Take the elbows out to the side, rest the forehead down. Curl your toes. Hands come to the outside of your chest, roll the shoulders back. We're going to lift up, exhale, we're going to push back. Inhale, roll it up to your cat-cow. Exhale, pull your heart through. Inhale, keep the toes curled. We're going to come back into neutral, lift and shift back. Find your downward dog, straighten those legs. All right, we're going to shift those sides. So let's go ahead and walk to the front. Inhale and exhale, fold. Inhale, take a flat back. We're just going to stay down and go right on into it. Plant those hands, bend the knees. We're going to take that left foot, step it way back. Find that lunge, drop your knee. So breathing into that other side. Feel your depth here. Make sure the belly's drawing in and your heart is open. Wonderful. Let's take one more breath. And then inhale, rise it on up. On that exhale, so release the back toes. We're going to take that right hand down, lift that left arm up, sinking that hip forward. Reach. Inhale, and on that exhale, maybe you bring your elbow to the inside, push the knee away, and plant the hand down. Lift that arm through. Hand can rest evenly or on the fingertips if that feels better. Inhale, and on that exhale, we're going to kick that leg around, so just bringing that leg towards the back. Inhale, come right on up. On your exhale, drop the elbow, reach it up and through. Inhale, and on that exhale, just transition it on through the back. So straightening that front leg as you bring that left arm down. Flip the palm, reach the arm up, gaze to the palm. So that palm is now facing down. You're reaching with your toe and with your fingers. Feel the two opposing forces moving away from each other to intensify the stretch in the middle. Breathe, pulling the belly in. Notice where you're feeling that stretch. And then inhale, come right back through and bend that knee. Take the hands to the inside. Swing that back leg on back to center. Hands are now to the inside of that foot. Heel toe that foot out as wide as your mat. Expose the sole of the foot. Push that knee away. Release the toes or keep them curled. Look over that opposite shoulder. And 5, come back into your center and seal that gap. Go ahead and pick up that back knee. Shift your weight forward to float the knee up. We're going to go ahead and take that back foot and step it forward. Take a Malasana pose, sink down. Finding your yogi squat here. And again, if this is another posture that really requires a lot of effort, then place a block underneath you or whatever that you need to make it easier while still opening the body. Wonderful job. Inhale, go ahead and plant those hands. We're going to shift the weight forward as we straighten the legs and fold. Grab the elbows, go down. And shift side to side here. And just feel all the little intricacies, all the subtleties, the shifts, the changes, the stretch, the breath. And you don't have to be aware of all of that. Just being aware in the moment, that's all. Let this moment be simple. Go ahead and release those hands. Ragdoll all the way down. And then slight bend in the knees, roll it to the top. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands in prayer. Bring those feet together. All right, let's take another gentle sun salutation. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands. Right foot steps, left foot follows, knees drop, lower down, chaturanga. Roll up all the way through, pull the heart through, baby cobra. Exhale, take it down. Curl the toes, inhale, push up, exhale, push back. Inhale, roll it up, find your tabletop. Make sure there's knees stacked. Wrists are stacked, underneath the shoulders. Let's take thread the needle. We're going to go ahead and open up that left arm. Exhale, take it behind the right. Walk it out, send it through. Drop the shoulder down and head. Push. Deepen through your twist. And inhale, push. Come right back into the center, open it up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, open. Exhale, take it behind. Walk it out. Send it through. Drop the head down. Shoulder down, push. And inhale, go ahead and come right back into that center. And exhale. Take it down. Wonderful job. Curl those toes. Pick up those hips. Send them back. Inhale, we're going to pick up that right leg nice and high. Knee comes into the chest. And now we're going to bring that foot between the hands. Wonderful job. Drop that back knee. Shift your hips back and fold. Three, 4, and 5. On that exhale, come through. We're going to go ahead and pick up that back knee. Let's come over into pigeon. So slide that foot on over, heel toe it, whatever you got to do. Drop that knee down. We're going to take pigeon pose. Open up the heart. Inhale and exhale. Stay upward. Take it down if that feels right for you. Four. And 5. Inhale, let's come right on up and shift your weight over. We're going to swing that leg on through. We're going to take a seated twist. And both knees are bent. We're walking that up, that heel up the thigh, and then we're going to hug the knee in, pulling the knee across your midline. Sit up tall, inhaling. On your exhale, maybe deepen your twist. Feel your stretch. 3. Maybe you want to go a little deeper on the exhale. 4. And 5. Inhale, and on that exhale, go ahead and take your counter twist. Look over that opposite shoulder. Inhale, and on your exhale, come back into center. Okay, so for this next one, we're going to stack the knees. Now this can be a little intense, so I'm going to turn it and face you for a little better view. So for some of you, you may want to have a little bit more space between the knees here. You can also place a block. If you if you need a little less, straighten that leg, and you can pull this leg across, stacking the knees this way. Or if you have it in your practice, you can stack both of those knees. So find your version. Inhale, lift those arms. On your exhale, take your hands down. We're going to take the left arm under the right. Hook. Either look over that right shoulder, stacking those elbows, hugging both elbows, or taking eagle arms. Inhale, and on your exhale, we're going to lean forward. 2, and breathe here. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, open, and release. All right, so now we're going to come right on out of that. So swing that leg on around. Mine's a little awkward coming out of there. Exhale, go ahead and come back into your plank, send it back. You're going to switch those sides. So let's go ahead and pick up that left leg. Inhale, and on your exhale, bring that knee into your chest and take that foot across. We're going to drop it down, finding that pigeon on the other side. So go ahead and set yourself up for pigeon, find your depth. Make sure that knee is going beyond the shoulder. That heel can go anywhere towards the top of the mat or back towards your hip flexor. That part doesn't matter. Just find that depth. Your hips will open when they're ready to open, and that leg can come forward more when it's ready to come forward. Those hips are square though, so you are bringing that hip flexor more towards the heel. Settle in, find your breath. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, let's go ahead and come right on up. We're going to again shift over to that left side. Swing those legs, that back leg right on around, and we're going to take our seated twist. So go ahead and walk that leg up the thigh, hugging that knee in across the midline. Sit up tall, inhale. On your exhale, look over that other shoulder, so that right shoulder, and continue to deepen through your twist on that exhale. We are opening up today. We are getting real today. And sometimes real is not always pretty. Real is not polished. Real is messy. All right? That's just how it is, you know? Doesn't always have to be, I guess. Sometimes it's pretty. Sometimes it can be a little polished for a moment. All right, inhale, take that counter twist. Exhale, open up, look over the opposite shoulder. All right, we're gonna go into those cow-facing legs. So again, you can have that leg straight. You can also modify it, whatever feels good for your body. But we're gonna stack those knees. Wonderful job. So we're really opening up through the internal rotation of our hip. Inhale, lift those arms. Exhale, hands down. And this time we're gonna take the right hand under the left, pull it across, look over the left shoulder. Either that or hug those elbows stacking, or hug those shoulders stacking elbows, or taking full eagle arms. Inhale, and on your exhale, lean forward. Feel your stretch. You should be able to rest in here. If you feel that you are clenching, holding tight, putting a lot of effort in, you're too deep. We really want this to be more about finding a place to settle in and inviting the stretch, finding surrenderance.
So you should be able to melt into the pose. If not, find one of the modifications and find that level that you can melt into the pose while still getting that effective stretch. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, go ahead and release. All right, let's go ahead and just open up. We're going to roll onto our back this time. So go ahead and grab the hands behind the knees, roll onto that back, hug those knees in, rock side to side. Perfect job today. We're going to really begin to deepen a little more of our stretch, preparing the mind and body for Shavasana at this point. So really bringing that energy down. All right, on that exhale, go ahead and release those feet down. We're going to take that figure four. Adjust yourself if you need to. I'm going to take a moment to do so. All right, let's take that right ankle, cross it over the left knee, push it away. Inhale, and on that exhale, we're going to draw that knee in towards the chest, taking that figure four here. Hand can be behind the knee or in front of the knee. It doesn't matter where you're grabbing a hold of, but the only thing is make sure that the shoulders and neck are relaxed, and so you're not lifting up as such. Just let it melt down. Enjoy your stretch here. Perfect. And then exhale. Go ahead and release that foot. We're going to keep the knee right where it is. We're going to push it away. And we're going to let this foot just fall to the side. Okay, so the knee's going to come up. Everything's collapsing. And you're going to take the left hand to push that knee open. Feel that little light pressure in the hip. Now, if this is too much, then you don't need to push. You can always let that knee kind of cave inward. But we want to work that external rotator. We worked the internal rotation of the hip. Now we're working the external. So really trying to open up through our grounding center. On that exhale, we're going to go ahead and take that knee towards the floor, opening up a little deeper through the internal rotation of the hip. And you can take a gentle twist. So you can let that right arm come to a T, looking over that right shoulder, whatever feels good to you. Allow the chest to open. Perfect. On your exhale, go ahead and push that knee away. Using your core strength, we're going to come back into center. And then go ahead and release. We're going to switch those sides, crossing left ankle over right knee, push. Go ahead and draw that knee into the chest, taking that figure four while the head and shoulders are relaxed down. Really getting acquainted with your stretch. Notice your sensations. And remember, today is about ease and flow. Rest is important. Rest is always important. Too much rest, obviously, is not what we want to obtain our goals, but too much work, too much effort is also not what we want. Too much of a good thing is bad. So that rest is so important. And it's one that it's harder for us sometimes, especially when you get in the groove of things, to find that rest. We want to go, go, go. Go ahead and drop that foot down, push the knee away. And then on your exhale, just let everything collapse to the side while taking that right hand to push that knee and tee out the arms. So if you're anything like me, I am a fire sign. I am fiery. I love to burn energy. I love to keep moving. I love a spicy workout. I love to put effort, lots of effort into things. So for me, rest is super important because just like any fire, it burns out. Let's go ahead and let that knee come down towards the floor. And so our rest really
prevents us from doing that. It allows us to regain fuel so we can burn even brighter. And usually the things that are the hardest for us is what we need the most. So, all right, on that exhale, go ahead and push that knee away. Let's bring it back into that center. And this time, let's just cross the leg all the way over. Let's take a twist. You can goal post or tee those arms. This is our last two. We've got one more after this. Go ahead and pick up your hips. You're going to send them to the left. We're going to let those knees drop to the right, gazing over that left shoulder. Deepen through your twist. We got happy baby after this, and then it is Shavasana, home stretch. The hardest posture in all of asana, if you ask me. And then inhale, come back up into center. Exhale, lift those hips to square. We're going to switch those sides, crossing the right ankle over that left knee. Go ahead and pick up those hips, send them away to the right. The knees are going to then drop to the left, gazing over that right shoulder. Deep through that twist. Any tension that you've been carrying throughout the week, let this be your moment where you're really wringing that out, letting it go. Anything that you've been holding on to, let it go. And let's start the rest of this new week. Since this is day 7, we'll be moving into our day 8. So we're at the end of our last week here, or the end of the week here, of our first week. So let's really take this time to reset so we can approach it with new energy. So letting go so we can start fresh. All right, inhale, bring it back into your center. Exhale, go ahead and pick up those hips and release it. Hug those knees in, taking your happy baby, grabbing arches of the feet. We're going to open up, pushing those knees down. So here, the energetic line is like you're trying to get those knees to touch the floor beside you, okay? So you're really pushing down on those feet. Rocking side to side. Happy baby. Wonderful. Giving yourself a nice little massage to your lower back. Inhale, and on that exhale, go ahead and draw those knees towards each other. Give yourself a big hug. And just remind yourself how awesome of a job that you are doing, how awesome and amazing that you are. If you have forgotten for a second, I'm going to remind you today. All right, and then on your exhale, go ahead and release it all down. Adjusting yourself, finding yourself into your Shavasana pose, whatever that looks like for you. So straightening those legs, letting those arms rest. And just letting it all go. Let's go ahead and let's make a fist here and squeeze those hands, reach the arms, squeeze the toes, curl the toes in, lift the legs, squeeze, 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 and then let it drop. Wonderful. Let's do that again. Squeeze, make a fist, curl the toes, squeeze, 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 lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it, and let it drop. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Let all that tension go. Release, surrender, let go. Melting piece by piece into the mat. We're going to take our guided Shavasana here. Bring your attention to the crown of your head. And now allow your brow to soften. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Relax your jaw. Allow your shoulders to soften. Allow the hands to relax, the arms to melt. Allow the belly to settle, the back to settle, the heart to open, the shoulders are melting into the mat, the hips are opening and settling into your mat. Your thighs are soft and softened. Your calves are melting into the mat. Your toes are relaxed and surrendered. And now bring your awareness back to the crown and feel a wave of peace just wash over you all the way down. Maybe even visualize that relaxation, that peace, that calm just encapsulating you, bathing you in a beautiful white light. Come back to surrenderance, letting go, relaxing, melting, growing roots, anchoring you down. Take this time to just allow yourself to be still. And now, wherever you've begun to drift off to, let's come back to the body, come back to the breath. Carrying that peace, love, and kindness and calm, whatever it is that you're cultivating, bring that with you. Begin to wiggle those fingers and toes. Rolling your wrists and ankles, bending your knees and elbows. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and roll over onto your favorite side, resting your head on that bottom arm like a pillow. Letting any other tension or weight of any kind just melt right on out into the earth. You no longer need to carry it today. Today we are light. Today we are ease and flow. Today we are rest. We are soft. From here, go ahead and extend the top leg. Using the top arm to press yourself to a nice comfortable seated position. Try to keep your eyes closed to remain still and present, connected to your inner space. Finding your comfortable seat, placing your hands to your knees. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Your palms are open for the mudra of receiving, but your chin is tucked. Your belly button is in. Activating those bandhas for the Mahabandha. The groin is up and in. The belly button is in the spine, and the chin is tucked. Let's take a deep breath from this open inner channel. Inhale. And exhale. Let's take another deep breath for this open energy channel. And exhale. Wonderful job. And from here, inhale, lift those arms above the head. Exhale, hands, heart center. We're going to set the intentions for the rest of the day. So what would you like to cultivate in your life today? What did your practice teach you that you would like to continue to cultivate off the mat? And once you've set that intention, send the energy down, grounding it into the earth. Send it all the way up to the universe for manifestation and creation as those palms touch, hands, heart center. Last and final time, until next time. Sealing the space with our mantra. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. May I be filled with love. May all beings throughout time and space be happy, be healthy, be peaceful, be filled with love. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you so much for showing up today and for showing up to your mat all week. This challenge isn't just about moving every day. It is about moving with intention. And today you chose to rest with strength, not collapse. And that is what discipline looks like. So if you made it through day 7, go ahead and drop a comment and say week 1 done, so that way I know that you are still here with me. And next class, we're gonna turn up the heat again. But remember, this is your foundation. So take this energy with you and let it support what comes next. And if you're ready to build even deeper strength from the inside out, check out the 7-day Epic Core Challenge. It pairs perfectly with this series. So until next time, same mat, new challenge. Namaste.